I'm the character in the video game, man. And here I am in the Middle East trying to forge these relationships, trying to do my job as effectively as I can, trying to be, you know.
Hello. Do you love your children? What do you think is the reason why Leonardo DiCaprio wants to have children? At nearly 50 years old, DiCaprio still keeps a rather discreet attitude when mentioning this topic, making fans wonder if there is a secret behind the fact that he is not married and has no children. Are you curious about the real reason why Leonardo DiCaprio avoids talking about fatherhood? Discover the details in the video below. The real reasons behind Leonardo DiCaprio's somewhat vague and cautious answers about fatherhood is a rather complex picture, containing many deep and personal motivations that few people can see clearly. At the age of 50, when many of his colleagues have started families and have children, the fact that this famous actor still has no children makes the public curious and raises a series of questions about the real reason behind his decision. One of the key factors that strongly influences Leonardo DiCaprio's views on fatherhood is his deep concerns about the state of the global environment. Known not only as a talented actor, but also as an active environmental activist, DiCaprio has shared many times that he always thinks a lot about the future of the Earth. When asked about having children, his first answer, "You mean I want to bring children into a world like this?" partly reflects his very real concerns and worries. The actor once confided that every day he spends a large part of his time thinking about environmental issues, from climate change to the destruction of nature, which he described as a slow and inevitable process, which makes him feel very scared. Therefore, deciding whether to have children in a world with such an uncertain future is not a simple decision for him. In addition, Leonardo DiCaprio is also very careful about what he says about his personal life, especially fatherhood. He once expressed his concern that his statements are easily misunderstood or distorted when widely spread. This makes him always keep his distance from sharing too many details about his personal life, because he worries that explaining my feelings about it will only lead to misunderstandings. This fear of being misunderstood also partly explains why, despite the public's interest, he still maintains a rather secretive and reserved attitude when it comes to the topic of having children. In addition to concerns about the environment and the media, DiCaprio's busy career is also a factor that has prevented him from seriously considering fatherhood. The actor once shared that he had too many plans and career plans in mind, to the point that he did not have enough time in mind to think about family. He once said, "I want to let fate decide whether I become a father or not. Part of me has too many career plans to even seriously consider it." He considered the balance between his Hollywood career and personal life to be very difficult, and he frankly said, "In this industry there is nothing more dangerous and scary than loneliness." This shows that the mental challenges and pressure at work also contributed to his decision to have children. Recent reports from close sources have even revealed that Leonardo DiCaprio may have made a firm decision not to become a father anymore. According to the shared news, the actor has no intention of having children with his current girlfriend Camila Morrone, and their relationship hit a snag when she mentioned having children, which freaked him out. However, when asked directly about this, DiCaprio remained neutral in his stance, saying only, "I'm sure it is, but the truth is, I'm not getting any younger." From the above analysis, it can be seen that Leonardo DiCaprio's decision to become a father is not due to a single reason, but a combination of many factors: deep concerns about the environment, caution in personal life, professional pressure, and fluctuations in personal relationships. These things create a complex and realistic panorama of one of Hollywood's most famous stars when facing the big question of life: whether or not to become a father. Why did Leonardo DiCaprio, despite being nearly 50 years old and one of the world's top stars, choose to live a childless life? Let's take a look back at his journey and public image to better understand the real person behind the halo. Have you ever wondered what shaped his personal choice? Leonardo DiCaprio at 50. Over the last 3 decades, Leonardo DiCaprio has firmly established himself as one of the most recognizable and important celebrities in the history of Hollywood. His image in the public eye has undergone a significant transition, shifting from that of a lovely young man on television to that of a committed environmental campaigner who has won an Oscar. Not only does this transition demonstrate his maturation as an actor, but it also reveals his profound personal beliefs and his aspirations for his life. His mesmerizing performance in the blockbuster film Titanic, 1997, marked the beginning of Leonardo DiCaprio's truly incredible journey, which began when he was still a youngster. He became a symbol of youth, romance, and charm thanks to this performance, which not only catapulted him to the peak of fame, but also elevated him to the status of an icon in the world of cinema. DiCaprio, on the other hand, did not choose to settle for simple roles after that tremendous success. Rather, he deliberately sought new challenges with characters that were more challenging and serious to verify his ability to provide a broad range of performance. It is abundantly evident that this is the case via films such as The Aviator, Inception, The Wolf of Wall Street, or The Revenant, which is the picture that earned him his first Academy Award. Additionally, Leonardo DiCaprio is well known for his work as an environmental activist, in addition to his profession as an actor. As a demonstration of his long-term dedication to addressing global climate and environmental challenges, he was present at the inauguration of the Environmental Action Center of the Natural Resources Defense Council, NRD. His acceptance speech for the Academy Award in 2016 for his performance in The Revenant went beyond a professional homage to a forthright plea for awareness and action on climate change. This demonstrates that Leonardo DiCaprio's public image has expanded beyond that of a standard star. DiCaprio's love life, on the other hand, has been the topic of a great deal of public and media attention, even though his work in the field of environmental protection and acting has always been held in high regard. One of the things that sets Leonardo DiCaprio apart from other public figures and may sometimes be contentious is the fact that he continues to date younger women even though he is approaching. He has reportedly dated a majority of models and actresses who are in their 20s, and the majority of these relationships have often terminated by the time the ladies became 25 years old, as stated by various publications. This pattern got even stronger and noticeable after Leonardo DiCaprio broke up with his longtime girlfriend Camila Morrone in 20. The series of relationships that Leonardo has had with younger women has gone from being a subject of public hearsay to becoming the subject of well-researched cultural discussion. Arguments have been made by a large number of people on social media and cultural experts on the causes and implications of his choice of girlfriends who are younger than 20. The fact that Leonardo DiCaprio sought a connection like the one he had with Camila means that he wanted a real and genuine relationship, not simply a trend or a model for public debate, according to a person close to him who shared this information at one point. This part of his personal life, however, has always been a highlight, and it has frequently eclipsed his professional accomplishments and the social activities that he has worked so hard to develop. This is even though there are numerous explanations for this reality. The online community became even more interested in this topic in 2019, when a user on Reddit made a chart that compared the ages of Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends to his age. This chart was a remarkable event that drew awareness to the internet community. Even though he has been in at least 8 separate relationships throughout the previous 20 years, from 1999 to 2022, this line chart immediately became a social media sensation, appearing not just on Reddit but also being extensively shared on other platforms. Its popularity helped it to become a viral phenomenon. The chart had a significant impact, which resulted in a sequence of jokes and memes being circulated on the internet community and the media. Notably, on the occasion of singer Sabrina Carpenter's 25th birthday, in the year 2024, she was presented with a birthday cake that was adorned with a meme regarding Leonardo DiCaprio's dating preferences. This is a demonstration of the widespread popularity and influence of this subject matter. This approach has even been mentioned by several comedians and celebrities to provide hilarious criticism. For example, Amy Schumer said at the Oscars that Leonardo DiCaprio will leave the planet in better shape for his young girlfriend. Therefore, Leonardo DiCaprio's public image now is a combination of being a skilled movie star, a dedicated environmental campaigner, and a guy who has made unconventional and controversial decisions in his love relationship. As a result of the fact that all of these components come together to form a comprehensive and intricate image, he is considered to be one of the most fascinating and topical characters in the world of worldwide entertainment. Leonardo DiCaprio has built a multifaceted public image at the age of 50, from movie star to social activist, But what has he said about the topic of children and the future of the next generation? What DiCaprio has said about children over the years can reveal a lot about the man and his deep views. Are you curious to know what he thinks about the role of children in society? Said about children over the years, there have been a number of remarks that Leonardo DiCaprio has made on fatherhood during the course of his almost three-decade career. These statements represent the development and complexity of his perspectives on the subject of having children. His views are not just random words, rather they represent the inner transformations that he has undergone at various phases of his life. He has gone from being a young guy with a dreaming family, to a mature man with a profound grasp of the environment and societal duty. When Leonardo was still a young celebrity, he was not shy about sharing his personal and open opinions regarding marriage and having children. At the beginning of the 21st century, he stated in interviews, "I want to get married and have children. When I say that, I am aware that it could be in direct opposition to what I have stated in the past, but I firmly feel that marriage." A youthful, cheerful, and hopeful demeanor is reflected in these statements, which suggest a desire for family life that is rather typical and straightforward. However, as time went on, particularly as Leonardo DiCaprio grew more thoroughly involved in environmental conservation, and became more conscious of the issues that the world is experiencing, his perspectives on having children began to shift substantially. During an interview with Rolling Stone magazine in 2016, when he was 41 years old, his response became far more equivocal and hesitant. He said, "You mean, do I want to bring children into a world like this? If it takes place, it will take place." Instead of expressing the obvious, Leonardo DiCaprio posed the issue of whether or not it was worthwhile to have children in light of the serious climate change and the continued deterioration of societal problems. In response to a question on why he did not provide further explanation, he stated, "I do not want to go into detail about that because then it becomes something that gets misquoted." This shift in viewpoint is a reflection of the significant influence that his efforts to protect the environment have had on other aspects of his life. A further indication of Leonardo DiCaprio's cautious and straightforward attitude to parenthood is the fact that he has often declined to expound on his plans for getting married or having children. He once stated, "To say how I feel about that would be misleading," which suggests that he was afraid of being misunderstood and misrepresented by the media. When he was questioned about marriage in a different interview with Extra, he likewise avoided answering the topic by responding, "We'll see what happens in the future." It is clear from this that he does not like to be constrained by definitive remarks on his personal life, therefore preserving his flexibility and privacy while providing information. This trend of DiCaprio's behavior continues even when he is in his rhetoric continues to be conditional, preserving the trademark ambiguity that he is known for when it comes to having children, even though he recently confessed, "I definitely will, but I'm not young anymore." Because of this, a great number of his followers and members of the media are intrigued by the genuine reasons that led him to make the uncertain decision to become a parent. Leonardo DiCaprio's journey into fatherhood is not just the narrative of a Hollywood celebrity, but it is also a reflection of his profound ideals and concerns for the future of mankind. From the emotional words of his childhood, to the reluctance and caution of maturity, Leonardo DiCaprio's journey into parenthood is a complex and multifaceted story. Do you believe that this transformation is more of a result of environmental awareness, or do you agree that it is a component of a more complicated personal development? Leonardo DiCaprio's thoughtful and changing views on fatherhood have not only been watched by the public but have also generated a variety of reactions, from deep admiration to harsh criticism, even humorous memes that have gone viral on social media. So, do you think people's reactions are fair or too harsh on the star? Public reaction. In terms of his personal decisions, Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the few celebrities who generates as much attention on the internet as he does. His dating habits and the fact that he does not have any children have become cultural touchpoints, eliciting responses that range from laughing at him to giving him serious consideration. The Leonardo DiCaprio 25 chart, which was first produced by a user on Reddit in 2019, saw significant transformation in the way the general public is seen about the act. The age of Leonardo DiCaprio was rigorously compared to the ages of his girlfriends in this infographic, which revealed that over more than 20 years he had never dated anybody older than. On two separate occasions, the chart went viral on Reddit, which resulted in an abundance of memes and jokes about his dating tastes at the time. During the month of August 2022, When Leonardo DiCaprio and Camila Morrone broke up shortly after Morrone turned 25 years old, social media was flooded with fresh memes. In only one day, a single tweet that went viral and mentioned that she turned 25 in June, received more than 3. On the occasion of her 25th birthday, the singer Sabrina Carpenter was presented with a birthday cake that included a meme about Leonardo DiCaprio. Additionally, comedians have seized on this tendency in their work. Even though Amy Schumer remarked at the Oscars that Leonardo DiCaprio will leave the planet in a better shape for his girlfriends, it is said that she checked with him beforehand to see if he would be cool with the joke. This is a detail that some critics see to be evidence of his enduring dominance in Hollywood. The topic of whether or not he should become a father elicits in the public a response that is quite separate from his dating choices. DiCaprio's childless state at the age of 50 is rarely the subject of direct criticism, in contrast to the situation of many other celebrities who are frequently questioned about their ambitions to have children. It is said that Leonardo DiCaprio thinks that he has been unjustly described. According to those close to him, Leo is very single right now, and he is not keen on the hype suggesting that he is seeking out these very young women. According to a particular insight, he wants to ditch this image once and for all, and he is bothered that this continues to follow him. The disparity between the public impression and the individual's reality is brought into focus by this irritation. Even though his childless situation is typically not a source of criticism,